Hello gorgeous peeps, this is Chris from TechSpert and I'm here with the fresh new Withings Steel HR Sport. It's an updated version of the original Withings Steel HR, which was of course rebranded the Nokia Steel HR when Nokia acquired Withings. Well, one of the original Withings co-founders has now reacquired the Withings brand, and this is a brand new version of the Steel HR with lots of great new features. Great, fantastic battery life, 25 days of intensive use and lots more. It's going to be available for £190 from September the 18th here in the UK and globally. And right now we're going to unbox the Steel HR Sport and have a full tour of the hardware and the software. And don't forget, for more on the latest wearables, mobile tech and the rest, hit that subscribe button and ding that notifications bell. Cheers. Right, so here we go. Let's just prise this open, and there is the Steel HR Sport. And as before, you get your nice bit of quick installation guide action. Just tells you exactly how to get the watch set up, how to wear it, and how to download the app as well. It uses the brand new HealthMate app, which is available for both Android and iOS. I'll show you all that in a second. Let's just get the watch out of the box. Let's just get that out and we will check out the watch itself in a second. As you can see, you also get obviously a bit of charging cable action because it wouldn't be much good without that. And that is essentially your whack. That's everything that you get in the box, nice and simple and straightforward. And as you can see, the charger itself is just your usual proprietary dock, USB. Of course, you'll need to provide your own power plug. Otherwise, you'll need to just plug it directly into a laptop or something else with a USB socket in it. And the watch itself just snaps onto there and will charge wirelessly, like so. And as you can see, it's magnetic as well, but not very magnetic, so don't go waving it about or anything like that. It just about will hold it in place when it's sat nicely on your nightstand or wherever else you decide to charge it. Hello, yep, looks like we've got a bit of power in there. Oh, as you can see, though, low battery, so we are going to have to get it charged up. So I'll do that quickly and then we can whiz through the setup and everything. Alright, so I've just quickly charged up the Steel HR Sport just for 10 minutes or so. As you can see there, the battery indicator shows it's just got a sliver of life, but hopefully that'll be enough to give it a full extensive tour. And we've downloaded the HealthMate app from Withings onto my iPhone as well. It's available, as I say, for iOS or Android. So what you need to do is get it connected. Here we go, it's immediately detected. I didn't even need to press anything, that's fantastic. So let's just hit install, Steel HR detected, install, pair your watch with your phone, pair. And Bluetooth pairing request, so as you can see there, we've got the number 383848. Pair. Connected. That was quick and easy. Excellent. Just going to look for some updates. As you can see there, it's just busy installing an update on the Steel HR Sport. Hopefully that won't take long. Well, let's update and we just have a quick whiz around the hardware. So as you can see there, very similar design to the original Steel HR. Very sleek stainless steel case, so it should prove hopefully pretty rugged and also looks quite nice. Quite slender bezels, of course, surrounding an analog watch face. As you can see there, fairly slender as well for a smartwatch, certainly. And you've got this nice rounded, curved back, just like you do on the original Steel HR. So it certainly looks very, very sleek indeed, and hopefully should prove nice and comfortable to wear as well. This model comes with a silicone strap, which should prove nice and rugged too. And of course, it's a 20mm standard band. As you can see there, you can snap them off on demand and replace with another version. So for instance, if you're going out for a night on the town, you want to look all glitz and glamoury, if glamoury is a word, I don't think it is, you can just slap on a leather band or something like that instead and get it looking all sleek. But of course, the old silicone band, very, very good for a bit of sports action. So it should prove nice and sort of sweat resistant and everything if you're going to be pounding the pavement. Right, so it looks like the watch has updated. So it says here, align the minute hand to 0. So it looks like we've basically done that already. Yeah, that's all good. Align the motion hand to 0. That's this little jobby down here at the bottom. That basically tracks your steps and gives you an indication of how close you are to completing your goal. That's again at 0. It's now configuring it. So as you can see, it's updated the time and it seems to be perfectly correct. 21 past 11, just as it says on the actual smartphone itself. So of course, one of the reasons you get that excellent 25 days of battery life is the fact that it just uses a small digital display right there in the top there. And as you can see there, that gives you a digital readout of the time. It can also go through various other bits, as this is demonstrating here. You can check out your heart rate, your calorie burn, all kinds of information. And it also gives you notification alerts as well. And of course, via the app itself, you can actually set up your personal information, your various goals that you want to try and achieve each day. That's why I'd say I occasionally exercise, I guess. Perhaps being generous. I'm going to go with a slightly less optimistic 8,000 steps rather than the default 10,000. Now, as you can see here, a long press of that single side button will enter the workout mode. It's actually got multi-sport tracker now. Over 30 different activities can be tracked based on what your personal preferences are. And as you can see here, you now have connected GPS functionality as well. So as long as you're running with your smartphone, you can use your smartphone's GPS in order to track your movements during whatever running session you are doing. And then you can see your exact routes that you've taken after the fact. And of course, full notification support as well, now for over 100 apps, I believe it was, that Withings said. And the original Steel HR will also now support over 100 apps as well. So you just got to enable that. As you can see, you can choose whichever applications you actually want to receive notifications from. So you'll immediately get messengers, calendar, phone stuff. So if you're getting any calls or anything like that, I'm also going to allow for Facebook Messenger and Skype as well, say. And then anytime you get one of those notifications popping onto your phone, it will also hit your watch as long as the two are connected via Bluetooth. And then the app itself, as you can see here, you can have a bit of an explore. It's organised by date. So obviously once you start actually doing a bit of exercise, pounding the pavement and all that, you'll be able to see exactly how you're doing. Dashboard here allows you to set your exact weight. Your average heart rate is displayed there as well, and it shows you how well your sleeping patterns are as well, because it does full sleep tracking, as is pretty much standard for a wearable these days. And in the wellness programs, you see it just gives you a little bit of advice on how to stay healthy as possible. So probably put down the pork scratchings and the pint and actually move around a bit. And finally, of course, you can see an exact status update on your watch. So as you see, I've actually got 19% battery just from like 10 minutes of charging. So that's pretty damn good. So hopefully just an hour or two on the charger will give you that full 25 days of battery life, almost a full month. And in here, you can actually customize what pops up on that display as well when you're cycling through. So for instance, we've got heart rate, steps, distance, calories. You can also chuck in the battery level if you so desire. So yeah, I'm going to chuck in that because that'll be quite interesting. And notifications too. But I'm going to ditch alarm because screw alarms. Who needs them, right? And of course, you can see your usual achievements and everything because, you know, we need, as human beings, we need achievements to show that we're succeeding in life in general. And there you go, that's the app. So let's have a bit of a tour of the actual watch now. So we'll just give it a quick tap, and as you can see there, it'll start to cycle through your information. So it'll give you a digital readout at the time if you can't read analog for whatever reason. Gives you the date as well. Heart rate, of course, I'm not actually wearing the watch at this precise moment. So let's actually slap it on, and then we can start getting proper readouts. Oh, I think that's a bit tight. Starting to cut off the circulation there. Let's just knock it down a notch, I think. As you can see, it's great news as well if you've got quite a spindly little wrist like I do. Certainly don't have big manly arms, that's for sure. So quite a lot of wearables do look a bit chunky and ridiculous on me, but thankfully the Steel HR Sport, nice and slender, and the band just fits nicely around. So as you can see there, actually looks pretty sleek. So the digital display is of course pretty basic, just a simple black and white one. It's quite pixelated as well. If you're looking close, you can see all the individual pixels quite easily, but it's more than up to the task of simply showing you your stats and everything as well. So as you can see there, basic step counts, how far you've travelled, calorie burn, 7 whole calories are burned. Probably more than that from talking at a rather rapid rate. And as you can see there, battery percentage because I added that in via the app. So as you can see there, it's now reading my heart rate at a steady 70 as well. So slightly excited by the Steel HR Sport, but not completely blown away according to that. Let's just try holding down that power button, and this will hopefully, here we go. So we're now into the exercise tracking. So as you can see, running, one of the first ones there. Swimming is of course fully water resistant up to 50 meters, so it can track your swimming sessions. Biking, walking, other. Looks like doing star jumps, hooray. And you can actually personalize which workouts appear in that menu as well. You can only unfortunately have up to 5 appearing at any one time, but as you can see, there are lots of different options. Ping pong, Pilates, Zumba, boxing, ice hockey, windsurfing, a good bit of kite surfing, I don't even know what that is. Rowing, elliptical, snowboard, so whatever you're into basically, chances are the Withings Steel HR Sport will track it. Okay, and so it's now saying start, and as you can see on the app there, that's now begun the exercise session as well. So it tells you there your heart rate, the duration, and of course you get a direct readout of the duration so far on the digital display as well, which is great to see. So if you're running for a very precise amount of time or doing whatever stretches, all the rest of it, then you can see exactly how long you've got to go until it's time for your interval. And you can also cycle through your other information with a quick tap of the button. So as you can see, your BPM, your calorie burn, and then back onto your times again. And then when you're done, just long press that button, boom, workout finished, and then you can see exactly on the app how long it lasted, how many kilocalories you've burned, and as you can see, you can also take a photo to commemorate the occasion as well. So presumably a quick snap of your red hot sweaty mug, looking all smug because you're all fit and everything. So that right there is new Withings Steel HR Sport. As you can see, very sleek design, very similar to the original Steel HR, so still very sleek, all completely water resistant and quite rugged as well, thanks to that stainless steel design. Hooks up to your iPhone via the HealthMate app, does lots of multi-sport tracking. It's now got the GPS built in, which is great news if you want to track exactly what you're up to on your exercise sessions. And it also does fitness level tracking as well, which I forgot to mention before. So basically what that does is just measures the body's ability to convert oxygen into energy when needed. So good if you go on a lot of flat runs, things like that, can get quite accurate measurements of your general health levels and how that progresses over time. And as before, up to 25 days of battery life, and of course, just like the original Steel HR, full notification support as well. So what do you think of the new Steel HR Sport? If you've got the original Steel HR, you're tempted to upgrade, I will hopefully be doing a full side-by-side comparison between this and the original Steel HR, so stay tuned for that. And if you've got one of those clunky, big, massive health trackers, are you tempted to upgrade to this nice, slim, slender, and rather attractive tracker instead? Definitely let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe for more on the latest and greatest smartwatches and mobile tech and more. Cheers, love you, bye.